like trolls think like anyone cares what they have to say. Like not gonna lie, trolls legitimately think that people care what they have to say. We don't. No one cares. Here we go. There we go. No one cares what trolls think. Seriously. Anyway, guys, welcome in. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Let's get the likes up to 8,000 likes. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. I hope we have a good live as well. Let's get the likes up. Send your daily heart me if you have not done so. It's only one coin. It'll help boost the live and push us out to the FYP if you don't mind. And also tap the screen, share the live. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent gift goals. It'll help boost the live as well, which again, trying to get pushed to the FYP so we can get some debates. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that for some reason still supports Donald Jimothy Trump, which is strange, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates, guys. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. With that being said,
you stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
Mike Hot.
Who wanna step in the flame?
Yeah.
This ain't a debate.
Nope.
This is a mind game.
Yeah.
Facts type lies get left in chain. One wrong word
Get snatched out your name.
This ain't TikTok T.
This
This is war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey.
Step in if you dare. Truth hit hard
Like a punch in the air.
Ain't no rules, no plan, no script.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in,
Don't you wanna?
sparring with Santana.
I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you
Don't even vote.
If your logic is weak,
I'll
I'll
sink your boat. Hey.
You talk slick, but you ain't got steps. The trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
You slip once, I'm snatching it all.
What?
Yeah. Step in if you dare. You care. Hit hard
Like a punch in the air.
in the air.
Ain't no
rules, no plan, no script. Yeah.
one wrong move, get
Cook real quick.
no
Cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
step in.
Don't you wanna?
Sparring with Santana. What up, Zeus?
Step in if you dare. You care. Hit hard like a
Punch in the air.
Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Hey.
Step in, don't you wanna?
Yup.
Wanna sparring with Santana.
Yup.
Yeah. This ain't safe.
It is not.
This is flame.
It is
Step in,
absolutely.
don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Hey. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates because guess what? I think the Trump train has officially derailed. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
But that's what I think.
you're wrong, buddy.
Poochie, are you a Trump supporter?
I am to about
Okay.
90%.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's an A, right? They still do 90%. How old are you, Poochie?
37.
Okay, you remember? Did you know they changed like the grading scale? Like, because I'm 38, so you and I are about the same age, and like the grading scale used to be different when we were younger. But you know they like shifted the grading scale.
What grading
like,
scale?
Like in school, right? So like they shifted it, and so like I think
What
when
did they
I was in
shift?
school, the grading scale,
The greatness?
grading like A, B, C.
Oh, grading.
Yes. You remember when we were in school, like an A was like a 93 or above or something, and they dropped it down.
No, an
apparently.
A was a 90 or above, you fucking idiot.
Oh, okay. No, fucking idiot.
Are you that
Must be
fucking
regional.
stupid?
No,
We're the
I'm
same
actually
age. We
smarter
just
than
said
you.
it. We went to fucking
Yeah.
school. A 90% and said, hey, not a 93, you
Hey,
fucking idiot.
hey, slap nuts, slap nuts. What school did
Oh,
you?
shit,
What
that's
state
funny.
did you go to school in?
Baltimore, Maryland. That
Okay,
unfortunately is a
so
really
Baltimore,
bad state
Maryland.
for
Okay,
education.
perfect. So Baltimore, Maryland. So
The
that's
worst reading state in the whole
sure.
fucking.
Shh, shh, shh. You're gonna have self-control while you're up here, bud. Like we don't need to talk over each other. You also don't need to yell. So the point that I'm trying to make is apparently it was regional. So when I was in school, even when I went to college, did you go to college?
No, didn't need to. It's a scam.
Okay, cool.
I probably make more money than you do.
Sure, that's fine. Anyway, so when I was in school, they actually had, it was like 93 and above, and then they changed it or whatever, so it's like 90 and above. And hey, Poochie,
I mean, come on, bro.
Hey, it's me muting you. Stop coming off mute. Have some self-control. What is happening? We haven't even started. Like, what's going on? Seriously. If you all seriousness, if you can't have any self-control, then you can go, because I promise you it's not that type of live. Jeez Louise. All right.
For the kid touchers and the sniffers, right?
Sure. Again, have self-control. Stop being a weirdo. With that being said, you are weird. Holy smokes, you can't even contain the weird.
You want to see that, do you? Look at these fucking kids. Like, oh my God, stop touching me. I'm a fucking pedo.
Okay. Yeah. So that's enough of you being weird. So
about that though, right?
Pooch, are you up here to just crash out, or are you actually here to debate?
It's as big of a crash out as you were on November 5th.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, because like this is pointless. This is like fucking pointless. You sat in a box the entire time. You got up here and you can't even control yourself for 2 seconds. You're weird. Holy smokes. What are we even doing? You intimidate their daddy and they just lose their minds. Holy smokes. Anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that actually has the ability to have a conversation, to control yourself, to even, get past hello. Guys, I was literally going through pleasantries. Maybe I shouldn't go through pleasantries with Trump supporters, because I literally was just going through pleasantries. That is wild. Anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. We are only looking for some debates. If you are someone that's still on the quote unquote Trump train, get in the box. I'm looking to speak with you because I think the Trump train is off the rails. I think the MAGA movement is officially done. I think that no one is still willing to support Donald Trump's except crash outs like the Poochie guy. I think that's it. I think that if you are someone with any type of self-respect, you'll still support, you won't support Trump. But if you lack self-respect, then you still support Trump. All right. Panamero, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Just to verify really quick, because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Are you still on the Trump train?
More than ever, bro.
Oh, okay. Cool. We're gonna do this. 1 second. Smoke screen, I am muting you. No one cares what you have to say in the comments. Get in the box. I sent you a request. Like, seriously, no one cares what you have to say in the comments. You don't get a voice in the comments. You literally get the box. Get up here. All right, Panamero, I know you know who I am, but let me give a quick introduction to everyone else so they officially know who I am and what this is. Also, W, John, whatever, hey, you're muted as well. Get in the box. MAGA, Panamero, I don't think they know how I work around here. Like, for some reason, they think they get to run their mouth in the chat instead of getting in the box. I don't know. Anyway, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Jimmy, please do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent gift goals. It'll help push us out to the FYP. If you are a Trump supporter, just I'm putting you on notice. If you're a Trump supporter, you are getting muted because no one cares what you have to say in my chat. Either get in the box or shushies. One or the two. I don't care which one, but you don't get to actually just comment in my chat. It's not your safe space. Either get in the box or shushies. With that being said, if you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. Send your daily heart me if you have not done so. It's only 1 coin. It'll help boost the live. Also, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. And just like that, Gene, W's in the chat for Gene for the $1 donation to get us kicked off and say, did you see Raw last night? It was Cena's last Raw. No, I didn't watch it. I might go back and watch it, but I haven't been watching in a while because, you know, WWE kind of went like super MAGA, so it's weird. Also, W's in the chat as well for, let's see here, Alex in a $8.99, I think this is New Zealand, yep, super chat from New Zealand, say, back listening from New Zealand again, F the orange prick, love you, Santana, I love you more. And also, W's in the chat for Patty for the 5 Canadian, W's in chat for Matthew for the high 5, and Matthew with the 2 jewels. So if you're over on YouTube and you want to support the live, you can do so with a super chat. With that being said, Panamero, how are you feeling about this vote today?
I'm feeling great, bro. Finally.
Yeah.
You know, finally, everything is gonna get exposed.
You think so?
You guys are going to be suffering because we are finding out that there's a few Democrats there that have been trying to use the Epstein saga to go against Donald Trump. We found out about some journalists. We found out about that congresswoman, right, that was texting with Epstein in the middle of a freaking hearing. So let it all come out.
Hey, question, Panamero. How are we going to be suffering though? I'm confused by that statement.
Well, because there's going to be a lot of Democrats involved with Epstein.
Okay,
not the other way around.
I guess I'm still confused. How are we going to be suffering if there's a lot of Democrats?
Because it's going to hurt you party. It's going to hurt you leaders.
How are we going to be suffering though? Like, again, I'm still really confused. Is it because you think, right? Hold on. I think I get it. I think, wait, did he just run? Not him just running. Not him just running. Panamero. Wait, what? Not him running. I'm going to save what I was going to say. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. Debbie's in the chat for Liam for the $5 super chat. I'm sorry, $5 donation said, did you see the ruling in Texas redistricting? Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. And I did. Yeah, the court blocked the actual map, the redistricting map of Texas. If no one hasn't seen that, the courts actually decided that Texas cannot implement that redistricting map, which is freaking awesome because like they've already gerrymandered, but like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Sokram, are you a Trump supporter?
Nope.
Okay. Why'd you request that?
I didn't know you weren't taking non-Trump supporters.
Okay. Are you in the bathtub?
No, that's I'm actually cleaning. You know the spot if you have cabinets in your kitchen above the cabinets.
You're not referring to the backsplash? What are you? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like the top of the cabinets in the kitchen, and they are greasy. So I'm trying to get that done.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
I'll get
I'm
going.
gonna drop you though. Yeah, I was only looking for Trump supporters, but happy cleaning, friend.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Sometimes you got to clean above the cabinets. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only talking to Trump supporters. And if you are a Trump supporter in the chat, you're getting muted. You're getting muted. No one cares. No one cares what you have to say in the comments. But yes, they blocked the redistricting bill that was listed, that was supposed to go in place for Texas. And yeah, I think that's a great thing because they were trying to gerrymander Texas even more to give Trump the actual additional seats in the House. Now, the interesting thing about that is with all of this redistricting that they've been trying to do, it's getting to a point where certain states are rejecting it. The courts, a federal court blocked the passing of Texas being able to redistrict. Now, I'm assuming that they're going to appeal it all the way to the Supreme Court because Republicans know that they have the Supreme Court in the back pocket. So, they, with the Supreme Court in their back pocket, they tend to actually push it as far as they can, hoping to get the. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why I would do that, but all right, cool, whatever. Hoping to get it up to the Supreme Court and then actually have the Supreme Court overturn whatever it's listed. You said the Epstein bill passed. It doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me that it actually passed. Let's see here. Did it just pass? Because I'm not seeing like an official announcement. Did it just pass? Let's see here. I'm not seeing it, but I'm assuming that it did pass. Can any of my mods verify that for me? Can any of my mods verify that the actual bill was passed? Because I'm not seeing confirmation just yet. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It passed the House. All right. I would love to see what the splits are. I would love to see what the splits are. W's in the chat for Megan, who sent $1 donation saying, Siri misheard my text to hubby and instead asked him to turn on your live. I said, I want to turn on Santana because he just won life. Hopefully that is a good omen. Hopefully that is a good omen. W's in the chat for Megan for that $1 donation. And also W's in the chat for, that. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and links are in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted and things appreciated. Yeah, guys, something's going on with the gifts right now. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. They said it's 10 minutes, so whatever. I don't know. TikTok is acting funny. Regardless, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. I know for a fact that you guys are now shaking in your boots. But this is the interesting part. This is the interesting part. I already had a sneaky suspicion about this prior to the actual bill being voted on. Because as of last week, Donald Trump was vehemently against getting the bill passed, right? And then all of a sudden, he went to war with Marjorie Taylor Greene because he did not want that bill passed, right? What bill? It's the bill that's on that just passed the House floor to release the full Epstein files. It still has to get through the Senate, and then also Trump has to sign it. So we'll see what happens. But Donald Trump took an about face, right? and automatically just flipped and said, oh, over the weekend, he said, hey, let's release the bill. Let's release the files. Chat, we know a play when we see a play, right? We know a play when we see a play. Chat, keep it funky with me. We know a play when we see a play, right? We know a play. I thought to myself, they got Trump's name out of as much information as they could. That was my first thought. I mean, especially when you talk about reports are that back in May, Pam Bondi told Jimothy that his name was all over the files. And then after being all over the files, thousands of FBI agents spent 10,000 hours trying to scrub his name from the actual files. And it's reported that the FBI did the same thing again this past weekend. And you know who actually said that? You know who said that reportedly, allegedly, that Trump's name has been scrubbed from all of the information? Take a guess at who's blowing the whistle. You said Dems are a trip. Cool. Get up here and tell me about it. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. No one cares about you whining or crying in my comments. It wasn't Marjorie Taylor Greene, and it also was not Elon. It was Mark Epstein. Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, the actual person that was emailing back and forth, the person that was talking about Bubba, Mark Epstein said that he had gotten it from good sources, like credible sources, that they were actively looking to scrub Trump's name from the files. So yeah. But does it surprise anyone? Does it surprise anyone that they scrubbed Trump's name from the files? Yeah, I know, Joey. They turned it off for like 10 minutes for something. I don't know. Like, it's weird, but whatever. I think there's like 3 minutes left and there's an appeal. But like, it doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me that they scrubbed his name from the files. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Miracle, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries. I'll drop you down. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And again, I know it's scary times for Trump supporters. It's scary time for MAGA because you guys know you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. I think that's another reason why so many Republicans okay. That's weird. So many Republicans made the decision to actually say they're going to sign on. It's because they knew that it was going to come out regardless. Who was it was someone that I just muted, and he got in the box, but instead of waiting, he just ran. Trump supporters are such cowards. You guys are such cowards. Yeah. You guys are such cowards. Even the Republicans that are voting for the release of the Epstein files now, they're cowards. Who's cowards? Every single, yeah, you're a coward as well. I'm going to mute you and I'm going to send you a request. I bet you won't come up. You're all cowards. Every single one of you are cowards because you are afraid to get in the box. The American Dad, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 second. Hey guys, we don't have to mute Bretta. Let me unmute him. No, don't worry about Bretta. Like, don't mute Bretta. Like, he sucks, but Like, there's no point of muting him because he will come up. It's just that he and I have talked too many times. Brother, watch yourself. All right, I'm sorry, American Dad. So you're still on the Trump train?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Question for you. Why?
Change. I think there's too much problems across the board on both Republican and Democratic side, and he's had to play on both sides.
And I'm so confused. What do you mean he's had to play on both sides?
Well, when he first got in the office, he had rhinos. Republicans that hate him just as much as the Democrats hated him. People don't want someone who wants to come in and make change.
Got it. Question. You said there were rhinos. So just to break this down, what's a rhino?
The same thing you call far leftists, ones that are sitting in, making changes to manipulate power. And they also sit in, make money. Same thing that both sides are doing off of stocks. It's
interesting that you guys actually give like a subscription to like certain words that it doesn't mean. That's not what rhinos are. Rhinos are Republican in name only, and that comes from the premise that there are certain Republicans who don't align with Republican values, and even though they have an R by their name, they don't vote in the way of typical Republicans. They don't stand for the same values of typical Republicans, and they go against the norms and the established Republican principles. So that's what rhino is.
That's fine. I'm just talking about you got statues. Nancy Pelosi's a statue. There's statues on the Republican side, and all they've done is made money from the government.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, it's weird that, like, you just completely changed that. I was going somewhere with that. The point that I was trying to go is, like, it's funny when Trump got in office, people started to call people like Mitt Romney and Dick Cheney and Adam Kissinger, they called them rhinos, but they're actual Republicans. They were establishment Republicans. So when Trump got in office, those weren't rhinos. Those were the Republicans. Now, I would say anyone that goes against Trump now who's not MAGA would be a rhino, because the complete party has shifted to supporting Donald Trump and, you know, being behind Donald Trump. So now if you're a quote unquote Republican and you oppose Trump, then yeah, you would be considered a rhino and ostracized from the party, but not when he first got in. That's a little different.
I can see what you're saying. I used it in the wrong terminology. I agree with you.
Okay. So question, Jimothy got in office and you said that he was fighting both sides, right? I guess my question is, what has he actually successfully done? Because it seems like the only thing, especially this term, right? The only thing that he's actively successfully done is make himself super wealthy.
He wasn't already wealthy before that, though?
He had some money, right? I mean, like, there's a whole thing about it, right? He was actually he's had multiple bankrupts, but he was on the cusp of losing everything before he started becoming a reality TV star. And then after that, he found the grift of, you know, politics. But the reason why I say that it made him extremely wealthy, you know, he's only been in office for 10 months now. And in 10 months, he's acquired over $5 billion, right? His wealth
is increased by
$5 billion. Yeah, crypto, and also crypto, literally.
It's not just crypto, it's his platform. His platform,
yeah, I mean,
was
Social,
sold off.
A lot of it, right?
Yeah, True Social,
but
sold off, but he's still on percentages.
Howdy, partner. That was sold before he came back in office, though.
Correct. But what happened is, while he was in office, that company stock went through the roof, and that's where a couple $1 billion came from, was just that alone. Correct? You go look it up, bitch.
No. I've looked it up. I'm telling you, the majority of his money has come from the multiple cryptocurrency that he's sold off. He's had multiple meme coins, and so much so that he's even had Melania start her own cryptocurrency as well. And the interesting part about all of that is, of course, cryptocurrency is unregulated, And there's been a lot of foreign actors that have purchased like large amounts of crypto from him.
I'm not against like people making money, but stay out of the stock market, stay out of business.
Using the
if he's using it, I'm against it.
No,
I'm against it. Just like I'm against Nancy Pelosi and stocks, who's the most successful stock trader. Transparency. The problem is transparency is not a thing that happens in the government, which needs to happen on both sides.
I agree.
So you're talking to someone in the middle that, even though I support Trump, like there's things that need to happen that aren't happening, and there's too many people in politics that want to keep it all hush hush. It needs to just people. Every last
you're starting to
knowledge that's in there. And then the other problem is we're also
American Dad, can you hear me? Your signal's going in and out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Guys, give it a second while his signal is coming back in. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 75,000 likes. Also, can we knock out the little finger hearts? The little finger hearts is the daily gift goal. If we can knock that out, it'll help push us out to the FYP. Also, if you would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana. Yes, I know. I see it. Chat. You guys don't have to spam that. It's fine. It's fine. I see it. I can hear it as well. You don't have to spam that. All the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right. With that being said, it sounds like your signal's back now.
We'll try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we'll try it again.
So I was saying,
I just think there needs to be transparency.
Yeah, I agree with you. But like the wild thing is that the right tries to use Nancy Pelosi as like a boogeyman, right? But how much do you think Nancy Pelosi is actually worth?
Oh, she's worth a lot. Yeah, because of her husband and everything else.
Sure, but what's a lot?
I know it's in the like millions.
You are breaking up again.
And she's a career politician. Jesus.
You're breaking up again. All right. I'm gonna drop you down. If you get into a place with a better signal, come back up, okay? And we'll finish our conversation.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. Perfect. Again, guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let's get the likes up as well. Vaughn, are you a Trump supporter? Vaughn, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, that was by accident.
Okay, no worries. I will drop you down. Thank you. Again, guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Like, I understand that it is a tough situation. It's tough sledding for all Trump supporters. And you know what? I feel for you. I do. I feel for you, because if I had spent almost 10 years making this one person my entire personality, Donald Trump is your entire personality. Literally, he gave you a red hat and put a battery in your back, and you now think that you're special. That's why MAGA tends to crash out so much. Did you guys know that? Did you know the reason why they crash out so much is because Donald Trump made them feel special, and they're actually not. That's it. A lot of people speculate that they're, not smart. They're not. A lot of people speculate that they're racist, sexist, classist, in love with fascists. They are. A lot of people speculate that they are just hateful and harmful. They are. A lot of people just speculate that they got duped, and they did. But that's not the reason why they defend Donald Trump tooth and nail today. They defend Donald Trump tooth and nail today because Trump put a battery in their back and gave them a red hat and told them that they're special. And they think that they're actually special when they're not. They're not. You said not duped. He said he would do all this. Sure. Okay, cool. Come up here and I'm going to mute you because, again, no one cares what you have to say from the chat. Come up here and tell me about it. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. You guys are literally cowards. You're scared cowards. There's only a few of you that have the ability to even have like a normal conversation because you all are weirdos. You're all weirdos. You guys literally are, you got so pissed off. Does everyone remember that? Do you guys remember when people started calling Trump supporters weird and they lost their minds? Think about it. For the people that said that the left were snowflakes, right? The people that said the left was snowflakes literally lost their shit when Hillary Clinton called them deplorables. When Joe Biden called them garbage, they cried so hard. They cried so hard when Joe Biden said they were garbage. And when we started calling them weird, they were so, you did, Blue 22. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to mute you. I bet you won't get in the box and come up here and tell me about it. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. When we started calling them weird, you would have thought that we insulted their mothers. You would have literally thought that we insulted their mothers when we called them weird. You actually think we care about what liberals think about us? Yeah, you do. That's why you're in the chat right now instead of in the box. I'm going to mute you. Let's see if you have the testicular fortitude to get up here. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. You're a coward. You are literally chicken shit. That's why you hide in your safe space. That's why you hide in the comments. Because you're all chicken shit. You know you don't know anything. You have no morals. You have no principles. You have no values. You voted for harm, not realizing you were just going to harm yourself. Because you guys are stupid. But you won't get in the box. You guys used to crash out all the time. And now that's all you have. You guys are just all walking crash outs.
Pamela,
are you a Trump supporter? Pamela, are you a Trump supporter?
Exacto, sí.
I don't think Pamela meant to come up. I don't think Pamela meant to come up. I don't think Pamela meant to come up. That's why Trump supporters, the only thing they do, they're walking crash outs, right? Brother, I'm not going to let you up. The only reason I'm not going to let you up is because you and I have talked so many times. It's really not a reason. It's really not. Brother, I'm not talking directly to you. I know you'll come up, but I don't think there's much for us to talk about at the moment. You can stay. Bretta's the only one that can yip yap in the chat, but I don't think it's necessary for to get you up here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. No, actually, yeah. No, actually, I do. Actually, yes. Come up, brother. I want to finish the conversation we were having this morning.
I didn't talk to you at all this morning, bud.
Oh, wait, I thought this was Bretta. This is someone different.
Yeah,
oh,
bro,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I thought that was Bretta.
Nah, man. No, you're good, bro.
It's Beard. Okay. Are you a Trump supporter?
So I'm a Trump supporter while he's a Republican, but when he was a Democrat, no.
Okay. What does that have to do with the? Are you a Trump supporter?
Because all his allegations, all the things that he did was when he was a Democrat, not Republican. He hasn't done anything bad while being a Republican.
I mean, technically, he's done a lot bad while he's been a Republican. But what does his party affiliation matter if he did a bunch of bad shit? That's kind of weird that you're just saying like, oh,
just because it proves that you Democrats are the ones that are the actual fucked up ones.
I don't think so. What this proves is that for some reason you think that a person's party ideology is what's important instead of like who the actual person is. That's kind of weird. You don't think so?
And then what's going to be in the Epstein files? You know why?
Sure. Wait, you can pivot in just a second, but answer what I just said.
I didn't catch it. Sorry. What'd you say?
Sure. You don't think that it's more important that we talk about the person as an individual versus like their party ideology? Like if they do fucked up shit, like what does it matter what political party they affiliate with if they're doing fucked up shit?
I was just saying that, yeah, I support him while he's a Republican. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. What I'm saying is like, and again, this is what I keep going back to because like I was talking to a guy earlier and he was like, oh, you guys are going to be so hurt when the list comes out and it's a bunch of Democrats on it. And I'm like, why would we be hurt? Like for some reason, like, again, this is the weird thing. Trump supporters have made this like a partisan type of situation and it's not partisan. Right. This should be the most nonpartisan thing. Like every single American should be standing up and saying, yes, we want any PDF file to be held accountable for their crimes. Oh, we don't care who it is.
I 100% agree with it too. Absolutely.
So then why are we actually like that doesn't make sense then?
Because the issue I have is with a lot of people who does these type of streams, they say, oh, you Republicans are this and that. You guys are the worst, awful people. I'm like, yeah, but okay. But when this all happened, it was during when he was a Democrat supporter.
Yeah, but
Epstein also was a huge Democrat supporter while he donated all this money and all those. Yes, and you're
Epstein
right.
Donated money to everyone.
He gave $12,000 to the Republican Party and gave like $130,000 to the Democrat Party.
That's not true. He literally consorted with every single aspect of the political party, and even more so, like he was just he was a Manhattanite or Manhattanite or whatever you call it. But like, see, that's the weird thing, and I try to tell people this all the time. It's really not left versus right, and like as soon as people don't understand that, and it's what blows my mind. There's billionaires on the left, there's billionaires on the right. And no matter who's in power, the billionaires are always going to be okay. It doesn't matter. Like the policies that are passed don't harm the billionaires. The policies that are passed hurt us. And it's weird that, certain people are so like locked into that cubbyhole thinking that, oh, just because, this is my billionaire, it's a good billionaire. No, they're all like shitty people. Like there's no way you can become a billionaire without taking advantage of people. Like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But the point that I'm making though is like for you to sit here and say, well, he did all this shit while he was a Democrat. Okay. Like that doesn't matter at all. He still did the shit.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. 100%.
So why not hold him accountable for what he did?
That's why I'm saying, like, yes, I like him as a Republican, but I didn't like him as a Democrat. See, the thing is, yes, he should be held accountable, but he didn't do anything like that while he's been a Republican since 2009. Like he hasn't done any malicious acts or anything like that ever since.
He tried to overthrow the United States government and actually incite an insurrection while he was a Republican. That's not bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are bad things for everybody, like any president that we've had, dude.
Yeah, that's really bad. I mean, my whole point being though is like, again,
either way, any type of president that we have, no one's gonna be able to pull us out of any type of hole. We're gonna have our rights and wrongs with any type of president. It don't matter. Like we're like, what's the point of even having a damn president if they're not gonna do anything for the American people?
I think a lot of people don't really understand like the function of a president, because like the president is not the end all be all, and hell, the president, if they don't have like proper support from Congress, then it makes it hard for them to actually be able to do anything anyway, and especially like a Republican president, because the Republicans don't have a great track record, especially recently, of passing any type of bipartisan legislation. But with that being said, like the actual, the people that we need to look at is more so like senators. And then for like your, senators and Congress members as well, but definitely senators. But for like a everyday life, we need to look at our local politicians. But I mean, like just pointing towards the president, that's not the thing to do. But Donald Trump specifically has surrounded himself with some of the worst people that we can think of. People that are incompetent, people that are out for harm, people that are looking to enrich themselves. And that's why we're pointing at Donald Trump and his administration, because he put a bunch of unqualified people in places that they shouldn't be. And then all they've done is either like harm people or make themselves richer.
Right. And here's my next thing too. How do we know, the reason why?
Can you address what I said before you go to your next thing? Why do you guys do that? Why do you guys do, like, I get like moving on to the next thing, but like, why not address the thing that was said before you move on?
Because I ain't got no debate on what you just said. Like, yeah, you're completely right about what you.
Oh, okay. I mean, based. I don't like to feel like when I say stuff that people just ignore. Okay, you're all good then. That makes sense. Floor is yours. What were you saying?
So, like, the reason why Trump left the Democratic Party.
Because he wanted to run as a Republican.
Well, from what I've seen was because the Democratic Party was way too strong for him to even get into anything. So the reason why he left the Democratic Party is to get into the Republican Party to run as president. And then, Republican people were like, oh, this guy's gonna be the greatest thing ever, whatever. And like, how do we know he's not, like, he could claim he's Republican, but how do we not know he's a Democrat still, And he wanted that title to be president. I mean,
I don't care what his actual, like, the letter beside his name is. Like, he's passing legislation that's harmful to Americans. So like, people get so caught up in like party affiliation. And I say this all the time. I don't care what letter you have beside your name. If you are someone that's not doing something that's beneficial for everyday Americans, then you have to go. It can be a D, it can be an R, it can be an I. And when more people start to think that way and stop thinking like this is a team, like, we'll be so much better off. Like, your analogy that you gave when you first came in was like how I felt about LeBron James, right? Because I'm a huge Lakers fan and I hated LeBron James when he was playing for the Cavs, when he was playing for Miami. But as soon as he got to the Lakers, that was my guy, LeBron James, right? But that's sports. That's not how politics should work.
Right. All right, man. Well, I gotta run here, so you got me there. So I mean, there ain't much more I can really say. Just kind of want to get something off my chest for a second there. So, like I said, I can't wait till the Epstein files come out, and I can't wait to read them and see what the business is all about. But,
yeah, absolutely,
all right,
absolutely.
Man.
All right,
man.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
I don't know, chat. I don't know. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly and you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube and you want to send a super chat, I will read that out. Also, guys, tap the screen. We should be way past 100,000 likes. Let's get the likes up to 150,000 likes. And can we knock out the donuts? Samuel, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sammy?
I didn't mean to join. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to join.
No worries. I'll drop you down. Appreciate you.
Thanks. Have a nice day.
As well. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. All right. I see you're back. Do you have a better signal?
I don't know. You tell me.
You sound, yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty decent right now.
Sweet.
All right. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying transparency when we left off.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand.
Donald Trump and this administration has been transparent?
Oh, not wholeheartedly, but there's also limitations, courts, everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. Like Epstein files were blocked by judges from being released. Like there's still checks and balances everywhere that need to happen, and it needs to be transparent. I don't care who's on the list. It needs to come out.
Well, why do you think that Donald Trump fought against the release of the Epstein list for so long?
I think it's a back and forth play, or whether he was fighting it and not fighting it. Because I've heard many different times, like him talking, that he wants it released. He's like, just release it, and then they don't get released.
When did
and
he
then
say
it's just
that?
a constant. Oh, he on actual like C-SPAN that a couple months ago. He said it multiple times.
I would love to actually see that, because everything that I even made a video about this on my main page. This is my main page, guys. Really quick, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, you're not following me. This is the backup. Hit that follow button. But this is the main page. Make sure you follow the main page as well. I just posted a video, and the video talks about how Trump has been open and adamant about not releasing the list, even going so far back as saying, like, why are people still talking about this? Saying that, you know, he put out a tweet saying that, like, if you're not a supporter of his, he doesn't want your support if you're still saying that you want the Epstein files released. And this past weekend was the first time that he's actually done an about face since he's been president on releasing the files.
Yeah, that's not true as far as the first time him saying it about releasing.
Since he's been president, yes.
Yes.
Now, before, when he was running, he ran on releasing the files. He said he was going to release the JFK, RFK, MLK, and Epstein files, and he's
and the Epstein files. Even after Elon left and that whole blow up happened, he said release the files because Elon made a comment, and he was on the news. And the thing is he's transparent, so there's video out there.
Sure. Can you point me to one source where he actually said that while he's been in office this term?
Yeah, I will. I'll send it to you in message. It'll probably be a lot easier because it's going to take me some time to find the video. But I watched it personally.
Methinks that's a trust me, bro.
No, it's not a trust me.
It seems
I'll follow
like a
through
trust
on my
me,
part.
Yeah. In chat, someone in chat just said, yeah, you know what? We'll wait. If you want to try to find it now, we'll wait. Would you like some hold music?
No, I'm good. We can keep on talking about something else. I mean, I'm okay with the Epstein files being released. Whoever is on it needs to be held accountable, whether it's Democrat or Republican. It don't matter.
Since we're going to move off of that, then let's do this. Then we'll say that Trump hasn't done it until proven that he has. So W for me for that one. All right.
There's no W.
No,
there's no W because where's your proof? Like you said,
I literally said I made no, not my website, my main page. I made a video about that today. Go watch the video. Everybody engage with the video. I've been working really hard on the videos, so make sure you engage with the videos. But yeah, no, I have like actual factual proof, multiple instances of Trump.
But is it limited?
Being mad.
Well, yeah, I can understand being mad, but is it limited info? So are you only picking selected situations? There's probably times he probably was mad, not mad.
It's a timeline. And again, I'm not avert to saying that he didn't say that at some point during his current administration. I'm just saying I haven't found anything where he's advocated for prior to this weekend. And I'm willing to admit I'm wrong if you can present something, but everything else that I found, everything else that I have access to, which is a lot of information, he's been on the record as far as saying like he's been going against the release of the files. I mean, he's done certain stuff, including while the victims were on Capitol Hill trying to speak like a month or so ago back, he had them do a flyover to actually interrupt the actual conversation. And then even last week, right, while when the House came back and he knew that they were going to vote on releasing the files, he ended up taking Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room at the White House and tried to convince her to remove her name from the list of Republicans that were supporting the release of the list.
I'm against that. Like, the release needs to happen. And my first question is like, this has been long before this, and Democrats were in control of both the House and Senate and the presidency, and why weren't they released then? But now they're screaming for the same thing.
Before I answer that question, a genuine question for you. Is this the first time that you're asking someone on a live this question, or do you already know the answer and I'm just about to repeat something that someone's already told you?
No, that's a honest answer.
Okay, cool.
Because it's on both sides. Both sides have not been completely transparent and willing to release. Because now Republicans control both, and they're not releasing it. And
No.
So the Epstein file is not something I'm very knowledgeable on. It needs to be transparent.
Yeah, no doubt. So the Democrats did release information. Like that's why I said, is this something that people have already told you? The Democratic Party, while Joseph Robinette Biden was in power, they released as much information as possible, including the fact that Donald Trump was on the flight logs for Epstein 7 times, including the fact that there was like 6 hours of video footage of Epstein talking about his interactions with Donald Trump, the friendship, his actual insider knowledge of the Trump White House, and then also Donald Trump's interview while he was being questioned about Epstein and him actually pleading the fifth and not wanting to answer questions about Epstein. And then even more so, the actual pictures and documented history of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Timothy Trump. So all of that information was released while. Say it again.
Like as far as like some of the information, like it's all leaked information and it's little pieces at a time.
No, it was actually so what happened?
So here's the thing. Like, unless you turn, and this is where I talk about transparency on both sides. Unless you release all documentation,
you can't.
Literally everything, then it becomes a political bias on both sides. Either way,
they couldn't.
Why? It's the same thing.
They couldn't. You didn't let me finish. I didn't get to finish telling you why they only release certain stuff. Would you like for me to finish?
Sure. Sorry.
So the reason why they only release certain stuff is because the actual files were sealed by a grand jury. Maxwell was still going through the legal proceedings, and not only was she the actual case still going, after the ruling that was received, she had the appeal process. She went through the appeal process and exhausted every single avenue before being sentenced. And so during the time that the Democratic Party was in power, where they could have released things, they could only release certain stuff that was not under seal by grand jury testimony. And so they released everything that they could, so much so, right? You remember back in January when Trump invited all the right-wing influencers to the White House to release the Epstein file information?
No, that's what I say. I'm not very knowledgeable on Epstein.
I'm
more like the insurrection stuff you said earlier. Like
we can talk about that
insurrection.
Too. We could talk about that as well. But he invited all those influencers, right-wing influencers, to the White House and said, "Oh, we're going to give you the Epstein file information and release." And they got there, and it was all the information that had already been released under the Biden administration. Like, there was nothing new that they got, and it was just a bunch of stuff that was redacted because, again, under the Biden administration, there was a bunch of stuff that was under the grand jury testimony, but it wasn't while Trump has been in office, and he just gave them the same thing that Biden had already released. So when people say like, "Oh, the Democrats have powers, why didn't Biden release it?" They released everything that they could at that time.
I think it's all the courts that are holding it up right now. I think it's more that than it is.
It was.
That's why they need to vote.
Now.
Yeah, that's why they need to vote to release it. And if they do that and it goes all the way up and gets released, then it needs to be released.
Even under Biden, though, even if there would have been a vote, they still couldn't have done it because it was an active case.
Correct. I agree. So a lot of stuff is just all the legality, but there's really no, until everything gets released, we can't say one side, or I'm not going to say a certain person did something spectacularly horrible if I don't have all the released information, because then I become biased as far as like I'm only going off a partial amount of information.
I don't know about that. I mean, I know that there was some fucked up shit that was done, and it's actual documented.
I agree.
Fucked up shit.
I want everybody to go to jail for that. I got kids. Like, there's no excuse for any of that. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care if you get hung for it, because there's no child that should ever have to go through that kind of trauma.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are, what position you hold, you should be held accountable.
Yeah, I agree. Debbie's in the chat for Ratstorm for the $2 super chat to say Clay Higgins from Louisiana sold no vote for the release. I believe it. Isn't he the one that was like, next time you're getting robbed, call a C-head? That's the one. W's in the chat for no rad. I mean, not no rads. Holy smokes, for rad. For the super chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Guys, make sure we're tapping the screen. Let's get the likes up as well. All right, American Dad.
So are we on agreement with the Epstein files? Like, essentially, it doesn't matter if Trump's on it or whether it's Trump on it or a million other people. It needs to be released, and everybody needs to be held accountable.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think the disagreement comes in place where, like the culpability as far as why information has been held up and why it hasn't been released. But you know, I digress.
But he's the president. He's still, and this is like not saying if he's on the list or not. If it goes to his desk and he doesn't sign it, I'm gonna be sitting right there with you fighting against that. But if it goes through and he signs it,
non-committal about actually signing it.
But if he goes through and he signs it, there's nothing that no one can say. But right now, the job is in Congress and the Senate to pass it. So there's a process.
There is. Do you know why?
Do I know why?
Is because why that there's something that someone can say. There is because so Donald Trump found out that his names was all over the Epstein files.
Yeah, but he cannot make that decision right now.
Just listen for a second. Just listen. Back in May, he found out that his names were all over the Epstein files, right? And when he found out that his names were all over the Epstein files from Pam Bondi, his attorney general, he utilized the FBI and Kash Patel to actually and they use FBI agents, thousands of FBI agents, and they spent over 10,000 hours trying to scrub his name from the actual list. Like there's credible agents who have come out and testified that, you know, this actually happened. And so then even after that, he was still kind of avert to it. And then what just happened again recently, the FBI was re-engaged and had them go back through and do the same thing again, trying to completely wipe his name from the files. And so like there's that. But then do you know who Mark Epstein is?
I'm assuming that's his brother.
Yep, that is. Mark Epstein is his brother. And Mark has said that he's gotten, because he like turned over a bunch of information from the Epstein estate, but he's saying that he has good sources that have already reached out to him and let him know specifically that they've been sanitizing Trump's name from all of the documentation. So, yeah. Also, would that surprise you? Because it wouldn't surprise me.
We're talking about, and that's the problem. Like, so we'll talk about that. Like, there's whistleblowers. I think there's whistleblowers paid on both sides to come out and say something against the narrative. Like literally all documentation, not a partial release, all release, no redaction, full information. Besides the victims, victims need to be completely redacted. Outside of victims, everybody else, nothing should be redacted. Because there's whistleblowers. To say there's like it's in roofing, you pay a contractor under the table, like it happens all the time. Same thing with witnesses. People feed their pockets.
Yeah, but like I think the difference
you're going off of whistleblowers. You're not going off of like actual like there's no one that really sat there, and we won't know until it's all released. Just like we won't know a lot of information.
Some of the greatest regimes to ever be taken down were taken down by whistleblowers. Like some of the most groundbreaking information that we've ever found has been released by whistleblowers. Like you
100%.
Saying like a whistleblower isn't like, you know, a thing. Like that's
I'm not saying they're all. No, I'm saying there's some that are paid.
Yeah. Hey Diaba.
Hey Santana.
You said something in the chat and I was like, you should come up and tell this guy about it.
Yes, I am so sick and tired of this both sides shit. This is literally the Republicans. This is Trump. This is your side. This is not a both sides issue. That is a cop-out on taking accountability for what your party is doing and what Trump is doing. It is not a both sides issue. This is not the Democrats. This has nothing to do with the Democrats at all. This has to do with Trump and his decades of deviance deviant behavior. It's his decades of committing fraud.
There's tons of
conning
deviant
people out of their
behaviors.
money.
How many people went to the island? Come on. Like,
Hold on.
just this call out one man is
American Dad. Hold on. She was still speaking. Sorry. Go ahead, Diablo.
No, I'm just saying it's not a both sides issue. And if there are some Democrats that are on the list, the thing is we don't give a shit. We want them to go down too. Even if my own father was on there, I'd want him locked under the jail and throw the key away.
Even if Jimmy Carter was on the list, dig him up and throw him in a jail cell too. Sorry, go ahead.
Exactly. And the problem is you guys will twist yourselves into pretzels trying to spin your way out of this. Like, well, maybe he's in there, maybe he's not. It's the No. We know he's in there. He was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. We've had over 20,000 emails released by the Epstein estate where he is named over 1,600 times, more than any other human being on this planet. There's no way that you could say this is a both sides issue and we got to wait. No, we already know. We already know. We don't know the level to which of the involvement or what girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we know he's in there and we know he was there. We know they were friends. As of 2017, when he was a sitting president of the United States, the emails revealed that he spent Thanksgiving in 2017 with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
So just cut it out. This is not a both sides issue. This is not a both sides anything.
Yep. American Dad, would you like to respond to that? He's got a case of the muties. Let's unmute him. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Kate. Kate sent a $10 donation saying, thank you for everything that you do. You're a legend. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I don't know about a legend. I'll just take pretty cool. Like, you can just say that. But thank you so much for that $10 donation. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Damo, who sent a $5 super chat to say, ask how he feels about Trump inviting Prince MBS to then say things happen when talking about the controversy surrounding Khashoggi. Yeah, that's another wild thing. We'll get to that. And W's in the chat for you because that was freaking crazy. Again, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And again, guys, we got Diablo up here. Diablo is up here right now. Make sure you're showing Diablo some love while she's up here. Make sure we're gifting Diablo. I know her pay links are in her bio. Make sure you send her some love and make sure you hit that follow button. All right, American Dad, floor is yours.
Oh, I was just saying, like, transparency needs to happen. I don't care who's there. I already said it's completely evil, and everyone who committed an evil act.
Can you respond to what she said?
No, so you guys are singularly focused. I want all files released, whether Trump's on it or not. So it's a mute argument. I'm not the Trump. If he's on, he needs to go to jail.
M-O-O-T, not M-U-T-E.
Evil people who did things to children.
Moot, not mute. But
what?
Yeah, but see, the thing that Diablo is saying is like the holdup has been Donald Trump specifically, not even necessarily the entire Republican Party.
The court, no, right now, I'll agree if he does not sign the document that Congress and Senate voted on. The president doesn't have the power to go in and release the documents from the courts.
Do you understand how courts work?
If it gets,
and I'm asking you this in a genuine.
Voting, and it passed. And it passes the Senate, and it gets to his desk, and he doesn't sign it.
I think he's not. He doesn't have great signal. Diablo. It seems like he has like a bit of a delay.
I was just gonna say I was a court reporter for 15 years, and I'm a paralegal now. I've been in the legal system for a long time, not a lawyer, but embroiled in the legal system. And when there's an active investigation and an active prosecution, nothing can be released to the public. So you saying that the courts are holding it up like it's a gotcha or a bad thing, it's just because when there's an investigation going on and the prosecution, the information cannot be revealed. So the courts sealed the records for a reason, not for anything nefarious, but because they were prosecuting Ghislaine Maxwell and investigating Epstein and investigating other people. The reason why they were able to be released now is because in January of 2025, when Donald Trump took over, he put an end to all investigations into Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what made them eligible to be released because there was no more further investigations going on. So this is specifically on Trump now. Biden couldn't do it. Obama could. There was no one else could have done it because they were sealed by the court because there was active
Correct. And it
investigations
has to go
and
through
active
Congress
litigation.
and Senate first.
Well, it's already passed the
But it has
House.
to go through Congress and
but
Senate
like,
first.
so the issue that we were having though is that Donald Trump was actively pushing back on his party, and the party who were saying like there's been loud voices,
And I disagree with
within
that.
the Republican
I
Party
disagree
that
with
want to
it.
release it, including Thomas Massey, and Donald Trump has vehemently called him a rhino for requesting to have the Epstein files released.
No, see, we're all on the same page. Like they need to be released, whether Trump's
Yeah,
on
see,
them or
Trump
not.
could actually release them today. He doesn't need the Senate vote. He doesn't need the House vote. They could literally just release them.
You can't just do that because then he'll
Yes, they can.
actually face. He will
Nope.
face a. He'll get put out by impeachment. He'll face.
Wrong.
He can't just.
Wrong. He
Who,
absolutely
impeachment
can.
by
Oh,
who?
where's my?
Wait, hold on. Stop. Impeached by who?
If he doesn't follow the laws,
Sure, impeached by who?
Congress and Senate.
But
If my president does not follow the laws,
wait.
Your president doesn't follow
By
the law.
what Congress and Senate? By what Congress and Senate?
what are you talking about?
What law would you
Impeachment
be
goes
breaking?
through Congress and Senate. It doesn't go through.
I know how impeachment works. Donald Jimothy Trump will be impeached by who?
No, that he needs to be impeached by Congress.
And the Republicans won't do that. But just so you know,
But they need to, and they'll lose a lot of their base if they don't.
Like my point being is Mike Johnson would have to be the one that brings forth articles of impeachment, and he would never do that. Never do that.
Hold on.
And even more so, when Donald Trump was impeached twice, the Senate wouldn't even approve the removal. So right now they have the House and the Senate, but there's no way in the blue hell would Mike Johnson actually bring articles of impeachment to the floor for Trump. Wouldn't happen.
But not only that,
you don't realize it would lose a lot of the MAGA base, whatever. They would lose it if Trump is illegally doing stuff.
What law?
Okay.
What law would
Yeah.
Trump be breaking if he released the files? You said it's
Exactly.
against the law.
I said-
What law? What law would he be breaking?
There's procedural requirements.
I didn't say
He
procedures.
could run.
I
He
said
could
what
run
law.
it. He could write a executive order and
Law?
then turn
What
around
law?
and go to what's that?
Law.
What law? Also,
So
he's doing illegal
no, just
shit.
because they
He's doing
feel
a bunch
like
of illegal
it.
shit
The
right
U.S.
now.
president
and-
does
and-
not have a magic unseal court stuff button, so he
Yeah,
does
Bonnie
not
does.
have the power. This is coming from non-biased info.
Dude, you are
What's
so
non-biased info? Hold on. What's non-biased info? Where did that just come from? Because what non-biased info were you able to just Google that told you that they don't have a quote unquote magic
You can
button?
use any kind of AI. They go
Can I
through
ask-
Exactly.
actual
You're using
documentation.
AI. Stop it.
Okay,
Stop
American
it.
Dad,
Why?
can I ask you a question real quick?
Go ahead.
How was Trump able to release the JFK files earlier this year without the House and Senate?
Because I was sitting in a within the FBI, and it's
And
already
so
a
was the
closed
Epstein
deal, and
files.
it went beyond the jurisdiction of time.
The jurisdiction of time.
Yes, there's a. I don't know why you guys are like arguing because it says it out here that you can't. The president
if
cannot
you take a
release
look-
documentation.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not
go
sure
look
if
it
you're
up.
using
Go look it up.
chat. Yeah, I already did. I don't know if you're using chat GTP or whatever
Okay,
you're
so
trying
what-
to use, but hold
That's
on.
fine. No.
Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
Do it, we'll do a flip flop.
I'm sitting
Let's
here
do a flip
telling
flop.
you.
Tell me what
No,
law
hold on.
allows
I'm
the
sitting here
president.
telling you.
I'm
You have to
asking.
stop. Stop.
Making
Listen.
shit up, man. Just
Listen.
making shit up.
You can actually go to the National Archives, right? nationalarchives.gov, and it gives specific information about how the president has the ability to release the sealed documentation. Yes, the United States president can release documentations, particularly those from the executive branch through the power of declassification. This authority allows the president to declassify and release national security documentation by using executive orders. However, the process can be complex and subjected to various legal procedures and checks. So there's different forms of actual information that can release, and in accordance with the Presidential Record Act, where he can actually release information that is the classified information that the president would have access to. It's legal to, certain things are legal to joint review process. And that's
but
more
you
so
cannot
for,
release all the documents. You haven't, what you
can.
just read. No, what you just read
can.
was national like stuff, had nothing to do with actual court litigation.
Yeah,
this is not a national.
No, this is the process for all sealed documentation, not just classified information. It's all sealed documentation.
You need to
It's
go.
not just
So
about
it's completely
declassifying.
different. That's why we have separation of
No,
state and
it's
powers.
not,
Because
guys.
yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're just wrong. I thought when he took all those records to Mar-a-Lago where they found boxes of classified documents in his shitter, you guys were on TikTok saying he can just declassify them in his mind.
He does have the power to
literally-
declassify. And every president has taken buku amounts of classified information.
No, incorrect. No one
I'm sorry,
ever.
you had a president sitting in that was a vice president that took classified. You're talking to the wrong person about classified information, because I have held a TSSCI. And
I don't care.
Even
Donald Trump had boxes
even Hillary
and
Clinton
boxes
should be in
and
jail
boxes.
right now. Yes, because he was president. He's allowed to. Just like
No, he is
Biden had
not.
boxes and boxes and boxes.
Can he
And
take
just
Five
like Obama.
Eyes? Can he take
Look at
Five
Obama's
Eyes?
library.
Can he take Five Eyes? Can he take Five Eyes documents?
What's Five Eyes?
Jesus,
So
I thought you
you're
had a
going-
security clearance, tough guy. Five Eyes means only 5 eyes in the world. 5 different people, 5 eyes can look at those documents. They are so classified. They are so secret. They are so private. They found those in his shitter in Mar-a-Lago in the fucking bathroom, dude.
Yeah.
5
Also,
eyes.
also the way that Donald Trump in this, like, there's a great article.
I just no,
breaking this
hold
down.
on. Like, let's get back on that. Like, how can you go after one president who has authorization to have classified information?
Also,
He didn't.
There's a great article that was ran by the New York Times talking about Donald Trump and his power to release the Epstein files with or without Congress. And the way that he can actually have that release is simply by having Pam Bondi release the files. So the president can actually, normally they try to separate power, and the president can request for the attorney general to release files and information. And in the past, with, let's say like Merrick Garland and Joe Biden, there was a separation. But Pam Bondi has openly and adamantly done the will of Donald Trump at every single turn. And so he could have Pam Bondi actually release that documentation. There's other documentation that he can directly release that falls within the executive branch. But when it comes to the Epstein file specifically, that's how he could do it. He could have Pam Bondi actually release the information. So that's the point that we've been making. But he's held it up. W's in the chat for Mia, who sent a $5 donation, saying he was subpoenaed for the documents. He can do it now. OMG. Love your streams. Thank you. That makes me happy. I'm really glad to hear that you love the streams. W's in the chat for Darren for the $1.99 super chat. And then another $99.99 super chat to say, did these MLK files need to go through Congress? They did not. W's in the chat for Damo for the $5 super chat to say, I thought Trump could declassify whatever he wanted according to the stolen documents case. Exactly. Trump literally said that he has the authority to do whatever he wants. He's been adamant about saying that he has the authority to do whatever, whenever. So like now for some reason you guys are saying like, oh, he can't do this or he can't do that. Like, that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Anyway,
it's
all right,
cult
American
behavior.
Dad. Yeah.
It's just cult behavior. That's all it is. It's that he can do no wrong. He's perfect.
That's not what I'm saying though. So how you figure that? Because I said if he did any kind of like corruption or anything, hang just like every other
felon, dude.
He's not. No, come on.
Law.
Don't even give me that.
Hold on, because now we're now
okay.
okay. Let's drop the Epstein stuff for a second, because I think it's beating a dead horse. But I really want to get to this 34 count felonies, because you said that you are kind of a savant when it comes to J6. Before we get too deep in it, I have a question for you.
I'm right.
The insurrectioners, right? The people that stormed the Capitol building, the people that actually hung the Confederate flag within the Capitol Rotunda for the first time in United States history. Those people that stormed the Capitol and like breached the walls and all this other stuff. Why did they smear shit inside of the Capitol walls?
I don't know. I'm against anyone who did any kind of bad stuff to the president.
Yeah, but like, yeah, he did. He did. Even the shit smearers, like he pardoned all of them. Like, that's wild, no? Yeah, somebody said, I'm sorry, you did. No, hold on.
But at the same time,
one second,
like
sorry.
the other problem that they run into.
One second, hold on. Yes, for anyone who did not know that, they literally smeared shit on the Capitol walls, their own shit on the Capitol walls. If you did not know that, yes, that's actually factual. Sorry, go ahead.
The problem is they had actual FBI agents in there that didn't get charged.
That's
and
not
so
true.
Technically not us. Yeah, it is.
Not true. No,
the information has been released.
The information absolutely was released. And what did Kash Patel say?
There was FBI agents inside the.
And Kash Patel's a liar.
Kash Patel didn't
so
even say that. No, hold on.
Into being a liar and stuff.
Stop.
Like
Kash Patel
the actual
did not
videos
say that.
were released.
No. Stop. Donald Trump said that there were FBI agents there. And Kash Patel, as the director of the FBI, came out and said those FBI agents that were there were deployed after it started. There were a couple of undercover FBI agents that were in the crowd because they had got some type of information about this may be happening. And there were also some off-duty FBI agents that were there on their own personal time. But the large deployment of FBI agents occurred after the insurrection started. And even Kash Patel had to come out and correct Donald Trump on that because he did not let Donald Trump actually lie about his agency. All right, now you can continue, but that's vehemently false, what you were saying. Essential request to come off mute.
And Trump was still the president on January 6th, by the way.
Exactly. American Dad. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day.
I don't know why it keeps on turning off.
I keep muting you because you're like delayed and you keep talking over us.
Oh.
Floor is yours now.
The insurrection had FBI informants.
Did you even listen to anything that I said?
Yeah, correct. So not FBI agents. Correct. I will agree. So that's why I said it. It's the same thing as saying we're deporting U.S. citizens. It's not. What? There was FBI informants in there. There was not FBI agents. There's a difference. But those FBI informants that were put there.
Wait. There were informants, but there were also undercover agents. But there was a large amount of actual agents that were deployed after.
That's why Kash Patel said there was not a single agent, but an informant that goes in, that's part of the FBI, is still the same thing as far as if they were in there and they were also asked to be there by the FBI. So it doesn't make them an agent, just makes them an informant. So no FBI agent was in there, but an FBI informant was.
But they didn't cause the insurrection, though. Even if there were people there, they weren't the ones beating cops with flagpoles and bear
There was
spray.
no one beating cops.
So wait.
It's like saying there's a cop that died.
There literally was. There was someone who drove a stun gun into the neck of a cop. So, like, stop it. But the point that I'm making is that Donald Trump said there were hundreds of FBI agents, but I think there were the numbers like 12. It's lower than 20 as far as the amount of informants and on-duty agents that were there. So, like, Donald Trump said there were hundreds of agents and there were not.
No, there wasn't hundreds.
Have you watched?
There was like 26 informants.
Have you watched the documentary Day of Rage? You can watch it. It's called Day of Rage. It's literally on the ground footage of January 6th, and they most definitely 150,000%. We watched it with our own fucking eyeballs. Were beating cops. So you saying that they weren't beating cops, you are lying.
Wild statement.
Or
that's a wild
you are
statement.
absolutely, positively delusional and deranged. One of the two.
So all the files that were released and video tons of people. Like all it was says that this is mass chaos. Everybody's doing all this, like bashing, destroying stuff. And then when you go look at the actual video, it's just people peacefully walking through.
You're
and
a
there was a
liar.
few.
You're a
How am I a
liar.
liar? There's video. Go watch it.
Sure.
We watched it in real time with
sure.
our own eyeballs, sir.
I remember watching it, but it's fine. It's fine. Give me a second.
Oh my.
Let's stress test that, shall we? Because one of my favorite things to do is actually to go over to the old Bird app, as I call it, the old Twitters, and like look for videos. 1 second.
I'm surprised your pants haven't spontaneously combusted yet, because you were literally just lying.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not.
Also, W's in the chat for Melissa, who sent a $5 donation saying, "I thought about being, I thought being that Trump told DOJ to start investigating all in the files. Will he now say he can't release the files because of an active investigation? Thank you for all that you do." You know what? That actually might be a thing. Hadn't thought about it, but like that's I wouldn't be shocked. Also, W's in the chat for Du Soto, who sent a $5 super chat to say courts blocked the Texas gerrymandering. Yes, they absolutely did. They absolutely did. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Let's see here. I'm going to show you something. Let's see. All right. Let me turn this off really quick. Boom. Boom.
I hope you teach your children not to lie, because you sure like to lie a lot.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Watch this. Watch this. That looks like a lot of non-violence, right? I mean, that looks like a bunch of people just holding hands
peaceful.
And yeah, everybody's just loving on each other. That was just such a beautiful day.
I'm not saying they're. So I'm talking about the whole thing was violence.
You said there was no one beating cops, and you're a liar.
They literally beat them with flagpoles. W's in the chat for Dragon Lover for the $5 donation to say, all this guy does is lie and pivot. It has been a lot of lying and a lot of pivoting. Also, W's in the chat for Xavier, who sent a $5 super chat to say, how long was the election process delayed? Closer to 4 days or 4 hours. And why didn't Kamala release the Epstein files during her 107 days? First and foremost, Xavier, if you're going to send me $5 just to hate, I'll take it. But you can just come over here and debate me, bud. So there's that. But the actual process was delayed longer because they literally tried to unalive the vice president of the United States. They brought a gallows to the Capitol building while chanting unalive Mike Pence. So excuse me if there were actual delays regardless of it. And also Kamala Harris during her 107 day of running for president was not the president and could not release the files. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid.
They were still sealed by the courts at that time.
Yeah, but like what do you? Why didn't Kamala release the files in her 107 days of running for office? That doesn't even make sense. That
She has no power.
No, excuse me. Sorry, that was the stupidest super chat that I've ever seen.
Hey, Santana, I followed you, but I'll come back at a different time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let you go.
Hey,
appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. I just said I'll come back at a different time.
Yeah, because you got caught lying, dude, and you're embarrassed. You should be. Yeah. Why you always lying?
Exactly. Yavin, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Santana. That was fun.
It was. Have a good one.
You too, honey. Thanks.
Guys, if anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. That means you're not following me. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that follow button because this is the backup account. Hit that follow button, but also follow the main account. Follow both of them. We're bouncing back and forth doing lives between both accounts. And if you want to make sure you catch me while I'm live, follow both accounts and turn on your notifications. Tristan, are you a Trump supporter? Tristan, are you a Trump supporter? All right, I'm gonna drop you down. Live from the 504. It's Mr. Crazy Flow, jumping like a bungee, no rope. Real, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you are still on the Trump train?
Of course I am.
Okay. Why so?
Why not?
Because Donald Trump is the worst president in United States history. He continues to break the law, try to overturn the Constitution while harming millions of Americans.
Okay, can you explain? Okay, so a lot of people use those words. So explain, can you break it down? Give me an evidence or a bit of evidence. Can you do that? If you're gonna say something outlandish, then you gotta explain it.
Sure. Which outlandish thing did I say?
Well, he overturning the rule of law.
No, I said he's attempting to overturn the rule of law. He's violated the Constitution multiple times, and the Supreme Court has ruled that he has, including the actual 9-0 ruling that he illegally deported Kilmar Albergo Garcia, and then at the same time, Donald Trump said that he was not going to bring him back. And literally, the only reason that they end up returning him to the U.S. is because the courts were going to hold Pam Bondi in contempt and actually put the Attorney General in jail. So literally, that's what's happened. What happened?
Wait. So Albergo Garcia, the woman beater, okay. A lot of presidents broke up, like Obama didn't.
Sure. Hold on 1 second, because I want to be really serious about this right now. The chat saying that you are, and if you're not, like, I just want to make sure I'm trying to be completely transparent and honest.
I have a speech impediment.
Do you have an actual speech impediment?
Yes, I do. Why would I lie about that?
Okay, hold on 1 second for me, okay? Okay, I'm gonna send you a request to come off mute. I think that's his actual voice. Are you a Lakers fan?
How do you know?
I checked out your page. I'm a Lakers fan as well. Don't embarrass us Lakers fans with your take.
Wait. Are you a LeBron fan or a Kobe fan?
Oh, Kobe. Kobe's my goat.
Okay, I respect you. Kobe is my goat, man. Kobe is my goat.
Yeah. All right, chat. Keep it in between the rails because if you can't keep it together, you will be kicked. You will be blocked. You will be muted. So keep it together.
Okay,
no, it's not. It's not. Anyway, go ahead with your point.
Look, I get it. The Baker Garcia was didn't the Biden rule against the Supreme Court financially regardless? Didn't they want against it? Yeah, they did. A lot of people, but I did think that.
But like, yeah. So okay, there are a lot of presidents that are ruled. Thank you for the cake. Ruled that actually like they violate the Constitution, but when they do, right, they try to repair and fix and change whatever they're doing. Donald Trump was adamant about not bringing Alberto Garcia back. And plus, Donald Trump has violated like the Constitution multiple times, including like the Second Amendment right as well.
Okay, man. Hear me out that one second.
Sure.
Donald Trump, I bad that every politician is bad. I don't like any politician. Trump, Obama, Biden, any. I think we can all agree on politicians are fucking corrupt. All of them. Not one of them.
Like, yeah, and which I get it, right? I mean, politicians are gonna politic, right? I mean, but Donald Trump he's like actively harming people. That's the problem. Like that's the actual problem. He's actively harming people. I don't know what that is, but what do you? Oh, I got a dope Lakers windbreaker.
Nice.
Super cool.
Are you from
too much
LA?
Lakers stuff. No, I'm from South Carolina.
What made? Oh, you guys don't have a team though. Yeah,
well, so I was born in '87. Of course, that was the year the Lakers won the championship, and I was born under the Lakers sign, and I was destined to be a Lakers fan. But I fell in love with the Lakers like when Nick Van Exel was playing and Eddie Jones, like that's when I started. And then exactly, and then like Shaq and Kobe showed up, and holy smokes! So.
No. It's funny because I was gonna debate you and like honestly, I don't want to look. I'm never gonna change you.
Not wanting to debate that like okay.
Because but look, I'm not gonna change your mind about Trump. People they're gonna hate him. People they're gonna love him. He's one of the most hated and beloved presidents ever.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. The only problem that I do have though, because like figures are polarizing, right? We can agree on that. And something that I've always like, even myself, I know for a fact that it's good that like there's a bunch of people that love me and love my lives and love what I do, but there's a ton of people even right now on like YouTube who are hate watching me, right? They hate everything about me, but they won't stop watching. And people like if you solicit a response with people loving you or hating you, like that's what you want. But people who just don't necessarily care, like that's the worst thing. And people love and hate Trump. But the bigger problem is he's hurting people. Like that's the real problem. He's actually hurting people. But anyway, Real, look, listen, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and swap you out, okay?
All
right, have a good one. Love my Lakers. Love my Lakers. W's in the chat for David. What up, David? Who sent $1.11 donation saying this guy's nose is getting longer every time. Oh, you're talking about the other guy? Yes. All he was doing was lying and pivoting. W's in the chat for Jay. Jay is my biggest op, guys. Who sent a $5 donation saying, according to this homeboy, I didn't send you this I didn't send this to you, but I did. He's not smart. You're still my op. You still my op too. Whatever. W's in the chat for Jay. Debbie's in the chat for, I think it's pronounced Giselle. I'm sorry, I'm messing that up. I know I am. Who sent a $5 donation saying they asked why Kamala didn't release the files in 127 days if Trump didn't have 9 years to release his bestie's diary. He had the nerve to dangle the Epstein carrot in our face while saying that he was going to release them. And if he got elected elected, all he released was kidnappers in our streets. Much love, Santana. Been watching for a year now. Hey, W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that donation. You're absolutely right. He released criminals. W's in the chat from Eugene, who sent a 75 euro. I'm sorry, not euro. Uruguay hit one of my favorite men on social media. Won't be able to stay for the whole live today, and it breaks my heart. Shushi's from Uruguay. Watch it back on YouTube's. Debbie's in the chat for Jesta, who sent a $5 donation saying, I thought Trump said that it was all Democrat hoax. Now he's using the DOJ to investigate the Democrats and that are apparently put themselves in the files. Exactly. Trump isn't smart. And not only is Trump not smart, but like the people that actually believe Trump, they're worse. Like if you're a Trump supporter and you actually believe the shit that comes out of his mouth, you are worse than him. It's weird. Like it's really, really weird. Let's see if this person loads. Verna, are you a Trump supporter?
Hello.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm from Canada.
That's what's up. You want to see a magic trick?
How are you?
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's knock out the little kissy hearts. Can we knock out the kissy hearts? Is that possible? Let's see if we can do the kissy heart. K West, are you a Trump supporter? K West, are you a Trump supporter? All right, I'm going to drop you back down.
They'll probably have to do the...
Oh, you waited too long. Reggie.
I think Trump should shove the... No, I hate Trump. He's a coward.
Okay, I'm going to mute you because I don't know why you're up here. You know what? I started to block you, but I'm not going to block you. I literally started to block him. Guys, respect my boundaries. Please don't request up if you're not a Trump supporter. We are not looking to talk to friendlies. We are only looking for some debates. Please respect my boundaries. Trying to squeeze one more in. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. Trying to squeeze one more in, but I don't think like everyone keeps disappearing. W's in the chat for Brooke for the $1 donation. Thank you so much for the $1, Brooke. And W's in the chat for Kristen for the $5 donation. And said W Santana. No, W Kristen. Thank you so much for the 5. W's in the chat for Maria for the $5 super chat to say, as the daughter of a U.S. Korean War veteran, I am embarrassed by MAGA and what they're doing after my father fought so hard. Exactly. W's in the chat for Xavier, who sent another $5 donation saying, Jacob Chansley, aka QAnon Sharman, was literally released from prison based on the extra footage released by Tucker Carlson. True or false? False? True? I don't give a shit. He did time. Like, whatever. Keep sending $5 to talk shit. That's what you do. W's in the chat for Hennix, who sent a $1.99 super chat to say average MAGA spirit animal. A slug. It's a slug. W's in the chat for the shameless gamer for the $2 super chat to say Nate Clay has some splaining to do for his no vote. He knew it was going to pass. Council Culture, what you got?
Hey,
say something smart.
So I'm a Trump supporter, obviously.
Yeah, I know. And that fucking whatever the thing is that was happening when you were up here last time is still happening.
I'm not. Oh, God damn it. It's the fucking sharp sound or some shit.
Yeah. What? Why is it doing that?
Brother, I don't know. It's only happening here.
Okay. I'm going to drop you down because that's fucking wild. That's like, thank you for the astronaut. You guys heard it too, right? Like, it's not me. It's not me. It's literally not me. Just to make sure you guys know, it wasn't me. Yeah, it was a high pitch. Price of eggs. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yep. I support President Trump.
Why so?
Oh, he's making price of eggs go down faster than he went down on Bubba.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Faster than faster than he went down on Bubba.
But not faster than this, though, right? Not faster than that. Absolutely not faster than that. All right, guys. W's in chat for Megan for the $1 donation saying, funny how MAGA openly supports a rapist and PDF file, but have issues with trans women and women's bathrooms. And those people are mostly men. Hypocrisy at its finest. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you. I really appreciate you. W's in the chat for Marie. Marie, I saw that $1 you sent me earlier. I want to let you know the only reason, because I only had a little bit of time, the only reason I went live is because you sent that $1 earlier and said, I hope you go live. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. But W's in the chat for the $2.22 donation saying, not just a slug, but pre-salted slugs, all all shriveled and unalive inside. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's who they are. Also, W's in the chat for Andy for the $5 super chat to say Donald Trump is a poor person's idea of a rich man, a weak person's idea of a strong man, a stupid person's idea of a smart man. Bars. Fucking bars. Fucking bars. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for the fucking bars. All right. I gotta get out of here. I'm taking the wife to get sushi. We're gonna go get sushi. So I have to go. Sorry. I said I was here for a good time, not a long time. So we're gonna go get sushi. And I'm gonna hit this outro. Okay.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing.
You know I'm coming back
Mike
tonight.
Pop, who wanna step in lane? This ain't a debate.
Nope.
This a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name.
I don't know. Go raise somebody though. Hey, make sure you guys hit the follow before you leave though. Hit the follow before you leave. You want sushi? I'll bring you some sushi back. I'll bring you some sushi back. Anybody want some sushi? Anybody want some sushi? I'll bring you guys some sushi back as well. I got you. Guys, we're out of here. I appreciate you guys. Yes. Following. Thank you. Oh, love the hearts. Guys, I love you. Plain and simple. I love you. I love you all. Guys, thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for being so freaking amazing today. I know this was a short live, but again, I was here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm glad that we did this. With that being said, I will be back this evening for late nights. We have late nights this evening, and we have an amazing topic on late nights. Is the panel discussion. If you are friendly and you want to join the conversation, we're talking about the divide within both of the political parties. If you are interested in actually joining that conversation, make sure you're here tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, late nights. We're going to be on the main page, so make sure you hit that follow button for the main page. Everyone can actually join late nights, not just opposition. So if you're interested in joining the panel and joining the conversation, make sure you are here 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, late nights with Santana. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being amazing. And as always,